A lot of people seem to put a lot of significance in eagle feathers,
Yep.
taking them over, bringing them back, putting them on staffs.
Yep.
Would be in addition and or to
Yep.
personal items.
Yeah. A lot of the feathers that were carried were feathers that belonged to the family, like maybe from a grandfather or a father that had gone. So the father would say, take this with you, it'll take care of you. But that's aside from what they would get from the ceremony.
And the significance of a feather in a tribal community, people have said it's veterans that earn the right to present feathers. The
Yes.
proper way to present a feather is to ask a veteran to do it. And
Yes.
this is where the recital sometimes comes.
Yep. Yeah. The way feathers are handled and given now, it's almost like a wide open thing. And when I was a teenager around here, I couldn't wear a feather. So a lot has changed. Eh? I mean, our young sons dance at eagle feather bustles now. That was a no-no.
Yeah.
And if somebody danced with a feather, it was usually for somebody who was not there. So my father, who was a veteran, like that. So a lot has changed.
When people return, ceremonial return.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think Nigani Gabo talked about a deer leg ceremony of some kind.
That's after that's after the ceremony. That's after the welcome, and it's a sign of. And then it's a peace sign. Now you're gonna dance and live for peace.
I've heard of the gourd dancing ceremony too from the Kiowa, I think, started that, and then the Cheyenne adopted it later. Sort of the same kind of thing, dancing on the return from battle.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
cleansing type of.
that's now known as the Black Leggings Society.
Oh, the Black Leggings Society.
Mm.
Oh.
This reserve shared a lot of songs with the people of Oklahoma. A lot of the Ogichita Society songs are black legging songs. And if you go to Oklahoma and get into a Black Legging Society ceremony, don't be surprised if you hear one of our songs.
Doesn't that seem to be kind of a universal sharing, another level? Educators on one level, politicians on another.
Yep.
Veterans hold something, that bond of warriorhood within each other. It's
Yep.
simple recognition.
Yep. Yep, very much so. Very much so. It's not about politics. It's about that certain bond of having been, nowadays a soldier, a warrior.
In a traditional Ojibwe society, would all young men served or be available for service? Would that have been something that would have been a norm, say like a universal draft in the year 2008, where everybody does some kind of service for their country?
Not necessarily battle, not necessarily expedition, but certainly something.
Mm-hmm.
Not all men were born and raised to be warriors. And the division of that is very pronounced in the clans. When clans were the community governance. Not only behavior but morals as well.
Some people were born to be healers.
That's right.
Would have exempted them from
Yep. Exactly.
warfare or the possibility of getting blood on their hands, so to say.
Exactly. Yep.
Is there a
You got
deep
it.
spiritual connection between a warrior? I mean, is that part of that whole process of send-off and coming back, that perhaps that's their purpose?
The man doing the ceremony for
Some,
them?
well, someone going into the service and saying, if this is meant to be what I give my life for. You know, kind of a creative, creator to warrior.
Yeah, you can be inspired, in spite of the fact that you might be destined to be a Medewan leader. You can suddenly become inspired. I have to go and do this. Then they put their bundle aside.